All right. What's up? What's up, everybody? Yo, welcome to another episode of the B-Side Podcast. Using yours truly, your boy Bobby B. Sellers. And then who we got in here today? The Tan Teddy Roosevelt. For all y'all who ain't even know who that is,
G
my
Diddy.
man Teddy Ted Roosevelt. G Diddy. What's up, man?
I'm doing good. I'm the Tan Teddy Roosevelt. It's
What's
Roosevelt. It's
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Hey, man, it is what it is. So, hey, man, what's happening, man? Did you have a good?
Doing pretty good.
420?
Oh
You have a
yeah.
good 420?
Even though I don't know what that means. What's 420 about? I don't know what any 420 is. I don't do any 420 recreational activities, according to yeah. So what's 420 about?
Did you get a new job? Did you get a new job or something?
No.
What's I mean,
Just in
I don't
case
know.
I run. Just in case I run for the presidency in about 40 years. Just keeping it clean as far as
40, you'll be like in a retire home, like
I'll
out of
be the
here.
same age as Joe
Uh,
Biden. 40 years from now, same age as Joe Biden is right now.
are you sure about that?
Well, a
When the
couple
last
of
time
years
you checked?
younger.
When the last time you checked your records, man? When was the last time you checked your records?
Do you even have any records? Do you have any birth records? They still exist? Or did you lose it in the transfer?
You know what? You know what? I'm not even messing with you right now because that's some bullshit.
You know you
How?
David Ortiz's cousin, right?
What?
You know you David Ortiz's cousin, right?
David
His older
Ortiz.
cousin.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. That's a whole nother story, man. Like Poppy is gonna go in the first time, man.
He went in the first time and they even let Barry Bonds in. And then they got rid of the requirement where they even tested for steroids anymore. So they played him. They made him wait for 15 years and they say you can't get in. And now we're just going to drop the requirement that made they gave you the reason that you're barred from the Hall of Fame. So it's crazy.
I don't. Yeah, we're going off tangent here, but since he brought up Pop, we're gonna roll with this because obviously has to come to mind because it was Jackie Robinson or Jack Robinson's what would they say there his tribute. I mean, what a ceremony every year, right? In April.
Yeah, to
What's
celebrate
the
his
exact date?
75th entrance.
What's the exact date? The
April 15th.
April 15th. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know how it is. Everybody rocks the 42 on the back of the jerseys with no last name. But yeah, so come up with Poppy, he don't get in. I mean, he gets in. Look at I don't even want to bring up nobody's past or whatever the case may be. But I mean, what he on the list too?
Poppy tested positive, but then he said
Huh.
it wasn't him. Like he specifically tested positive. Boz
Yeah.
never tested positive when they
Yeah.
instituted those tests, but he was able to talk his way out of it. And plus, he brought the world championship back to Boston after what 84 years.
So you
So
get a
they can
pass
overlook a
because
lot of stuff.
so you get a pass because of that? I
I
mean,
guess in Boston he does. I mean, it's Poppy in Boston, so that's a marvel in itself
oh
that
man.
Poppy's the man in Boston.
That's a crazy. That's crazy. Casey Jones. We've all seen the infamous picture of the lawyer, where the old brother trying to stab him with the flag. You know what I'm saying? We all seen that.
Yeah.
And then who is it? One of my cats, man, who looked up to back. I'm going back in the 1800s now with my man. Or was it late 1800s, early 1900s? My man from Boston, um,
Crispus Attucks.
Monroe Trotter. Is it Monroe Trotter? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Monroe Trotter. He was an activist. You know what I mean? For the brothers and sisters back in there, getting things done. Didn't hold his tongue, but anyhow, So yeah, Boston's a crazy history. But yeah, getting back to that, with Poppy, because he's trying to say, because you mentioned like what another 40 years in case you ran for presidency, you'll be the same age as Joe Biden. I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit younger. 40 years from now, I might be a little bit
What do you
younger
mean
than he is
maybe?
right now.
What do you mean? What do you mean maybe? I mean, your
Like,
birthday. Or
if
which
you add
birthday are
up,
you going off of?
I'm 45 right now. So 40 years from now, if you put it on that, I'm still going to be a little bit younger than Joe Biden is right now.
Oh, whatever. Whatever, man. But yeah, so yeah, it was
Joe
interesting.
Biden.
It was interesting with that. You know how
That's the Joe Biden
Jack
invisible
Robinson.
handshake.
Huh?
So that's the Joe Biden invisible handshake, shaking somebody's hand that ain't there. In case you seen that earlier this week, shaking
Who,
invisible people's hand.
who's doing that? Joe was
The drowsy Joe. I mean, President Joe. President Joe.
sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe boy. Yeah. So like I said, on April 15th, Jackie Robinson Day, Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Ain't no brothers playing in baseball. All that money. How can they not
Ah,
recruit? How can they not recruit? What? Okay. What? Okay. We might as well just jump into it. That's what we do here at the B-Side Podcast. I mean, coming to can't talk right now. Coming at you with my man, the tan Teddy Roosevelt. That's hilarious.
the 10 Teddy Roosevelt.
So, so it's amazing, man. Like, what's some of the things that we are in baseball season? What's some of the things can they do to attract more brothers to the field, man? For real.
Well, it's crazy because as of right now, African Americans account for about 8% of the population of baseball, while in the 1980s they accounted for about 32%.
It might be even lower than that.
Maybe.
Now, are you saying the African American brothers? Are you talking about the Caribbean brothers or no?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Because with Dominican Republic itself, they account for 25% of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
But African Americans accounted for 32% of baseball in the 1980s. And like you said, there's a lot of money being thrown around in baseball, so they need to get back to it.
We see the contracts.
Ironclad contracts, you get all that money. Even if you get hurt, you get that money.
Guaranteed.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. So what do you think that some things that Major League Baseball can do to attract more brothers and sisters? Hey, we're going to throw it out there. All you ladies out there, hey, we're going to throw it out there. We've seen it, getting into, women, getting in management. Probably been there. We just haven't been recognized. Getting on the field as coaching, I mean, what do you think, man, Major League Baseball needs to do to attract its brothers and sisters?
Well, one thing I heard today was Dave Stewart of the Oakland A's is starting a group where it's going to be a minority-owned, majority stake in a baseball team that they're trying to bring to Tennessee, the Nashville Stars. So they're trying to start a Major League Baseball team over there, and it would be minority-owned.
Nashville Stars, that's the name they're rolling with, or?
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to go with. Or maybe they could come up with something else, but there needs to be an outreach because for some reason there's a disconnect with the black community in baseball, and it's happened ever since I would say the late 80s. And and the fact is, baseball is one of these sports that you're allowed to be really all that flashy. I know there's people in baseball with personality, but you're not allowed to have personality in baseball like you are, say, like basketball or other places where people can endear your personality.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think you have to bring some of the flash back. Come on. You have to bring the flash back. And mind you, the flash is already there. I've always said that baseball players, they got the illest chains. As far as the jewelry, the necklaces, the jewelry, the ropes, the chains, baseball hands down. They got the illest chains, man. Promote some of that.
Exactly. Albert Pujols has a sick black diamond chain that he used to wear when he was in the Angels. Now, I hate the Angels because they're in my division. The great Texas Rangers going to the World Series this year.
The Rangers,
but,
from Texas and Rangers, people, and he likes them. Remember what the Rangers did to everybody back in the day? Okay, go ahead. Went to the little left. Went to the left a little bit. Went to the left a little bit.
You're right. There's some pretty sick chains of baseball, so they should look at the jewelry. They should look at the contracts. They should look at the money coming in. I
Look,
mean,
look, yeah.
somebody like Max Scherzer, what is it? 4 years, $200 million. And if you're in football, you got to be a legend to get that kind of check. You got to be Aaron Rodgers to get that kind of check. So you got to be superhuman. You don't even have to be
Watson,
superhuman like that
shout
to
out to
get
my
these
Cleveland
big
Browns.
baseball contracts.
Yes, it's with the cleats. Promote the cleats like they do sneakers. Promote the cleats, man. You know, because I think pretty
And
much now you can wear any color cleats now, as they should
yeah,
be open to. Cleats, I think even the gloves. You know, slap some more paint on the gloves. I mean, the glasses. I mean, it's all there. You know what I mean? Especially now. I mean, you would think that they would be open to social media, meaning that you sit so much time in the dugout. The dugout's almost like, and the clubhouse. Those are like two different environments going on within the game, you know? You got the clubhouse before and after the game. You got the dugout during the game. So that's a lot of downtime, you know what I mean? So you would think that, and I'm sure they're doing it too. I'm sure, but you would think that social media accounts would be going crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And all the gimmicks and stuff. You know how they're doing things like, you know, when they hit a home run, you get a jacket. You see different teams doing things to bring fun and excitement. They should, you know, go ahead and post some of that.
yeah. And there needs to be some stars out there to be the face that would endear to maybe younger black athletes like Hunter Green. He's a new pitcher for your Cincinnati Reds. And this dude is throwing 39 pitches at 100 miles an hour in a game. So that's insane.
Hey man,
So imagine if he gets,
Cheetos need to be on him for endorsement deals. Come on, people.
yeah,
Come on. Big Chew, come on. The bubble gum, come on. I don't know. Hey man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like you said, there's so much money out there for them to play with. I don't see how they're not taking advantage of that, you know?
so much money.
Yeah, I mean, good way to donate to go back. Build some parks out here. Something. I mean, something to get the fans, well, African American fans back in the game. You know, all that excitement, all that flash, we need it. You know, that's what attracts us. I mean, maybe we need to start incorporating some things they did in the Negro League. What you think about
Yeah.
that? Incorporate some of those things, those aspects.
Well, the thing of the Negro League is what revitalized baseball and gave it its flair. I mean, people wasn't stealing bases like that before the Negro League, and they had some of the greatest players on earth that even faced Major League face to face. Like, there's a story that the Negro Leagues faced Major League Baseball 320 times and won 200 out of those 320 times. So the talent was comparative to whatever was going on in Major League Baseball. So I think there needs to be Major League Baseball is doing something right by incorporating the history of the Negro Leagues into the baseball itself. They actually incorporated the history into it. So the Negro League records are now a part of Major League Baseball records. And I think there needs to be an opening of the history of the Negro League players, because there was a lot of great players like Josh Gibson, the home run king of all time, hit over 800, 900 home runs. Satchel Paige possibly won 2,000 games, and it's believable. This dude first started pitching in 1927, and his last pitch was in 1962. You had people like Mule Suttles. They used to hit balls out of the park. Turkey Stearns. They used to hit balls out of the
This
park.
goes on and
Judy
on,
Johnson.
man. Yeah.
So
That's
there's a
something.
lot of rich history there.
Yeah, we need to bring that back. You know, some of those aspects. You know, sometimes you gotta look back to go forward. You know, especially on some of those things. Obviously, you know, because shit, those are black-owned teams and businesses are, you know, surrounding the area. Yes, those are all form of entertainment, man. We gotta look back on some things, man, that you know, attract some of us back out there on the field. Because hell, I don't even know. Do Major League Baseball, do they even count the Caribbean brothers, the South American brothers as brothers? What do they list them under? Do they list them under blacks or?
I think they would list him under, Afro Latino.
Uh,
Somebody like Alex Rodriguez, somebody like Miguel Cabrera,
uh-huh.
somebody like Albert Pujols. They list him as Afro Latino because that's what they are. That's what the majority of people from the Dominican are. I
Yeah,
mean, if you have ancestry where over in Cuba, the population of Africans outnumber the population of Spanish, then you're definitely going to have African blood in your system.
Oh, let's
So,
not go there. We already know, man. That's why they scared. They're scared shitless of that CRT. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, oh shit, we can't let everybody know where we came from.
yeah.
we don't want that. Oh man, I don't even. Okay, we'll get into that later. Yeah, I heard some about CRT and math. Okay, going a little overboard there.
Oh yeah, aren't they banning some stuff because of CRT, banning some math classes?
Yeah, there was some. I think what school district out here in Orange County they banned some CRT in classes or whatnot, or in that school. So yeah, man, it's crazy what's going on, man. So yeah, since we in baseball, since you brought up your fellow Dominican family member.
What you say, my friend? What you say?
Hey, hold on, man. Wait a minute, man. Okay,
what?
I see that behind you. Is that purposely intended to put that because your Louisiana roots? What is that called?
That's the fleur de lis.
Oh,
the fleur de lis. Oh.
Is that intended?
Oh no, it is not intended. It is where the camera is shooting, and it happens to be the fleur de lis in the background.
Hey man, we going off tangent, man. Any accents that you working on right now, man? Any copy?
I'm trying to work on Putin accent. No, I tried to not work on Putin accent, and I never say it in public.
Yes, you did. Yes,
those things shall happen to you that what is supposed to happen to you. No, I don't know. No, I don't think that. I'm not working on any Putin accent anytime soon.
Okay.
But
I mean,
I could try one.
You did have the Russian shit going on. I mean, you're Russian. I don't know. Was it a Russian gangster? What was it? What was it there?
This is what we do. You give us the money by 3 o'clock, or we cut one of your toes off instead of 2. We cut one toe off instead of 2, and this is what we do for you. Spasiba.
Hey man, speaking of the conflict, I won't wait and bring that up. I got to bring this up because I was tripping. I'm gonna bring that up in the new section because I'm tripping off this one brother. Like, wow. But hey, at certain times and points in your life, you have to take action on certain matters that matter to you. And I guess this kind of mattered to him, but I'll bring it up a little later on in the news segment. Yeah, I had to see that today. I was like, oh yeah, I got to talk about this. But anyhow, yeah. So we're in the playoffs. Unfortunately, my Cavs didn't make it.
That's a surprise.
Stop it, man. Yeah, you let my man kill us in the play-in game. And it killed us a little bit. I see you guys are up 68-51 right now. But anyhow,
yeah.
You guys are doing all this without Luka. Is he even gonna come back this series? Do you think?
Luka is gonna come back in Game 3, and I hate it because Brunson got hurt earlier, and Brunson went crazy last game. Yeah. But we're gonna pull it together, and we're gonna hold it together, and we'll possibly go in the finals this year. You can see it. It's Jason King. It's Jason Kidd. He's the master of he's the puppet master. He got the Milwaukee Bucks to where they're going, and he's worked with something even better than that. He's worked with a foundation even better than what he had over the Milwaukee Bucks.
You guys only got
the
Luka.
Glorious Mavericks.
You only got Luka. That's all you have.
We got Dwight Powell.
Who?
Exactly.
We in the woods.
We got Jalen Brunson.
Are we in the woods?
We got Jalen Brunson.
Give me all these owls, man. You give me all these owls. Like who?
We got Hardaway Jr. Not even Hardaway Sr., but Hardaway Jr.
Man, you guys.
Who do the Cavaliers have?
Hey, stop it. We got the rookie.
Do they got somebody?
We got 2, 3 All-Stars. What? Huh? What?
And you also got some
What?
seats at
What?
the
What?
game we're playing
How
right
many
now.
All-Stars you guys have?
We got Maxi Kleber.
Once again, are we in the woods? Are we in the woods here? I'm just all these owls you give me. Give me a whole lot of owls, man. I understand. But hey, I can't talk shit. You know what I mean? You know, I hate it. I do hate it when my teams are out, but I'm not going to be any type of, throw any type of salt, whatever. I like watching good games too, and I give it up to, cats who can ball. You know what I mean? Ball players. You know what I mean? Hoopers. Luka, what? Rare
Luka's a
breed.
monster.
Rare breed. And I'm sitting here like, damn. I mean, if y'all win, are you guys up? What is it? 1-1?
It's
What is it?
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Let's see, 68-51.
So I don't know, man. If you guys go up in this series, I mean, do you rest Luka? Do you rest him more?
Uh,
Can't you know what I mean? Get him ready for get him right for the next series.
I would. I mean, if we have a comfortable lead like this, you can't just put your main best player out there and put him out there to be hurt because he's not 100% right now. Yeah, it's the playoffs and it's the last time. But if you can move comfortably without your star, if they see they get into a jam, maybe they need to bring him in. But I don't know. If they go up, I mean, especially
it's gonna be interesting, man. Because
or at least start him in the second half.
Keeping it in the West. What do you think about the Suns, man? My man pulled a hammy.
Dang.
I don't know, man. Is I don't, man. Is it the curse of CP3? Like,
dang.
He gets hurt, somebody gets hurt, man. Like Devin Booker pulling the hamstring. Nobody would have thought that, especially how they were balling. So
that's messed up.
They might be in trouble. They talking about he might be out 2 to 3 weeks.
Dang.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for CP3 because it's at times when he's balling too. Wasn't he over Houston, and they were making a run for it, but he got hurt in that game against Golden State because they were about to take Golden State out.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, one of the most talented players of his generation, but just can't get it.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Little worried there now, But then,
especially,
yeah, it's I don't know, man. There's a lot of games we played. I'm still tripping off this Memphis comeback. Came back and beat Minnesota.
Damn.
Yeah, they would. Minnesota was killing them. They went on like a 20 or 21 point run. Got back in the game, ended up winning by like 8 or 9 or some shit like that. That
Damn.
was crazy point turnaround. Crazy. Yeah, so it's I'm glad the playoffs are good. You know what I mean?
Who you got picked coming out the West?
Ooh. I don't know. I was gonna go with Phoenix, but with Booker, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you can't count out Golden State now. Can't count them out. Hell, I don't know, man. And then you look at the East. Miami doing their thing against Atlanta. You already seen what Brooklyn and Boston. Look at those sweet changing points. But now Brooklyn got to win all their home games. You see Philly. I think Philly gonna take care of Toronto, no question.
Yeah.
And then Milwaukee and Chicago.
I think it's going to be Philly versus Mavericks.
You think Philly?
You heard it
Mavericks?
here first.
You really think that?
Philly versus Mavericks.
With a team like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philly versus Mavericks. You heard it here first, folks. Mr. $250,000 around the neck.
Oh shit.
250, 10 Teddy.
250, 10K. You stupid, man. Hey, man, whatever floats your boat, man. You know what I mean?
House payments.
You got to rock things how you want to rock them,
Yeah.
You gotta do that, man. You gotta rock things accordingly, man. So, any other news you got in the NBA, man? Anything else in the NBA you want to discuss, man, while we on it?
Are you going to lobby for the Cavaliers to get Bronny, just to get LeBron back for one last time
No,
before he
no,
leaves out?
no, no. We're not doing that.
Y'all don't want to do it again?
No, what? Come on, man. Okay. Oh, you must like feeling the pain of Cleveland. Is that it? That's why I think a lot of people who make that comment talking about LeBron coming back for a third time. I mean, you just like seeing pain. You know, they always talk shit on Cleveland, but I think you guys enjoy the pain that we partake ourselves in. I mean,
But he
I
brought
really
y'all
think that.
greatness. He brought y'all greatness, if only for one moment,
And then he left. Like I said,
because
like I
he
said,
was bored.
it's just like a pretty girlfriend or a pretty female that you've messed with in your life. She comes back, she leaves. She comes back, she leaves. She comes back, she leaves. And then now she didn't caught you all up in the bullshit. Now you don't know what thing. Any type of movement, like she might be coming back, you did like a terrible puppy.
Just got
Like
to
a
have the
terrible
begging
like
strips.
you're sitting there like a terrible puppy looking for attention when she's going to leave you. You know what I'm saying? We've enjoyed it twice. Okay? Just like a female, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, specifically for the brothers, just like a pretty female. Just enjoy your time. She's going to leave. You're not going to be the first or the last. Enjoy your time with her because she's going to leave. Anyway, same thing. All that talent, going to leave. You know, going to leave. You know,
But wouldn't y'all want one more championship before like the next 30, 40 years?
he's not getting another ring. He's not.
Yeah.
Only reason why he got that last ring because it was a pandemic. It was on lockdown,
Damn.
and not everybody, not all the teams participated. Come
Yeah.
on, that's an asterisk championship. It counts.
So the dude, a contributor, he ain't putting up 27. He ain't putting up 27 a game.
They're at home with us. Did nobody say that about Bernard King? Nobody said that about Bernard King when he's putting up them numbers. They weren't like, oh, Bernard. No, it's like he's at home watching.
That was Russell's fault. They would have went to the finals if it wasn't for Russell. Russell is the curse.
Russell, we should know by now what Russell's going to bring to the table. It was nothing different to me. You know, all the talent in the world, but you still can be limited.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a prime example. You have all the talent in the world, but you still can be limited on certain things. You know, definitely.
Yeah. He's still one of the great players,
Of
though.
course. I mean, there's been a
Mr.
lot of
Triple
great players,
Double.
man. A lot of great players, but you know, didn't get over the hump. Hey, man. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want to get to. Have you seen that Lakers show on HBO that they're doing?
Oh, the one that got pissing Jerry West off.
Hey, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've been watching it with John C. Riley as
Hey
Dr.
man,
Bust.
it must be hitting the nerve on Jerry. He must be really acting like that. The dude, how
They
you
said he
believe in
seems like a
Jerry.
clown.
Oh man, it's hilarious. It's hilarious,
Yeah.
man. He goes off on anybody and anything. Goes off.
But Dr. Bust need a fur coat.
Hey,
That dude need one of those not Joe Montana, but Joe Namath fur coats. The way he's moving around.
Hey, Bus was doing it, man. He was doing it, man. He was doing it. You know what I'm saying? He was
Oh
doing it.
yeah,
You know, can't knock him on that. Bus was doing it, man. Out there getting it. Out there
Oh,
getting it
yeah.
in, man.
and his daughter even has connection with the worm.
Say what?
So says the worm.
Who?
Rodman.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot all of that's right. He did. That hey.
Yeah, he said the last name was Bust Down. But yeah, that movie's pretty good. But I don't think
Hey, man,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar likes the way they got him portrayed in there. I don't think
why?
Kareem likes it.
That dude's portraying. Hey man.
But it seems like Kareem don't like much.
Yeah. He was chilling. He was he was he was doing his thing. That's Kareem. I mean, he changed his whole name. You know what I mean? You gotta be You gotta take somebody serious who changed their whole name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And he
Change their
was
whole
changing
name.
at a time where, that would not benefit you changing your name in the time when he was doing it. And he
No.
still stood steadfast on his beliefs and ideals. He's the man, at the end of the day. I'm just talking shit on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but for what he did and for what he stood up for, that's extremely commendable because, there's few in his position that would have taken the positions that he's taken. And plus, he got to kick Bruce Lee in the chest.
Oh, no question. You know that's Kareem, man. That's that's Kareem. Hold up, freezing up a little bit. Okay. Okay, let me get out of that. I think that's what's causing it. Okay, it is what's causing it. Anyhow. Yeah, man. Hey, you know, it's a good show. I think you should check it out. I think is it I don't know. I forgot the name of the damn title of the show. Lake Show, whatever the case may be. It's on HBO. Check it out.
Was the winning way or something like that?
Something like that. Something like that. It's all good. I can't bring it up. Some internet tripping. Anyhow, yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting in the NBA this year, man. I mean, as far as championship runs, it'll be interesting. Hopefully, shout out my Cavs next year.
My
Shout out
hometown's
to
getting it. The
I know.
Mavericks are getting it. Luka's gonna come back and do some Michael Jordan type of flu game dynamics and take us to the finals. You heard it here
Oh,
first.
some flu game dynamics, huh?
Flu game dynamics.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. He'll be all right. Hey, he's young. He'll be all right. He'll come back. I think. I mean, you guys might get on with it and get on
78 to
to the next round.
64.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
get on to the next round. You know what I mean? Hey, anything y'all could scrap up some victories while your Gunners are away. It's all good. It's all good. Well, you know what? We gonna go in this next topic. I'm trying to see how I present it anyway. But since you guys don't know that G Diddy is he is a Republican. Yes, he is. He is. He just wants to be different. I don't understand it. I really, black Republicans. Wow. Anyway, so with that in mind, we gonna try to talk about some of these things because I swear that there is an email listing
From
or chain
Mar-a-Lago.
that they get. They get
From
an email.
Mar-a-Lago.
They get an email daily or weekly on talking points. You know what I mean? So we're gonna try to. Here we go. No, we're not gonna go with that one. What beat we gonna go with? We're gonna go with this one. We're going with this beat here. And then we're gonna go with the GOP News Bulletin. Obviously, they don't have nothing to say. But there's a couple things that I want to bring up that is like, why are you guys bringing up these talking points? Once again, the GOP News Bulletin. And shout out to my boy Dre on the beats right there. Andre Glenn Rock. Anyway, what in the hell? First of all, why are you guys attacking schools now? Meaning school boards, I don't know, PTA, school meetings, whatever the case may be. Why are you guys attacking the books, the library? I don't even know. I don't even want to bring up sciences or whatever, but definitely like libraries and teaching, not necessarily credential, but courses. They bringing this shit up probably through at least all through K through 12. What's the deal with the CRT shit, man? What's the deal? Why are you guys using this bulletin point?
We need to use it as a wedge issue because there's an election coming up.
As a what?
We need it as a wedge issue because the election is coming up. And it's working pretty good. Because, some people don't like the teaching of history in our history classes in our schools. So we're dedicating it to them.
So what are y'all scared of?
We're scared of knowing history. Do you know what happens when people know history? They get
What?
enlightened. Do you know what happens when people get enlightened? They
What
don't
happened?
listen to the people that they think are smart.
Or
And we're supposed to be the adults.
who's
We're
supposed to
supposed
be
to
the
be the smart
adults?
people.
Who's supposed to be?
Us,
Who's us?
us, the GOP, the Grand Old Party, the party of
And I
Martin
think
Luther King Sr.
and I listen, man. That was way back in the day. Different philosophies. The Democrats were the Republicans. Republicans were the Democrats. Switched up.
That's Bruce
Switched
Jenner
up.
logic.
When did that switch up? When was that?
That's that's Bruce
When your boy
that's Bruce
signed
Jenner
the
logic.
huh? What?
That's Bruce Jenner logic.
Oh my.
The Republicans were the
That's
Democrats.
not his name. That's not his name. That's not his name.
Yeah,
You
I mean
disrespected
Caitlyn
him.
Jenner logic.
You
I'm not gonna
disrespected him.
I'm not gonna dead name somebody. That's what they call dead name, and I'm not gonna do it. So forgive me. Edit that one out. Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
That was
What was that, man?
it was the social justice
'Cause
warrior edit.
isn't it Caitlyn Jenner? I mean Caitlyn
Yes.
Jenner, right?
Yes.
You said Bruce.
Yes. No, I don't remember saying that. I don't know what
Okay,
you're talking about. I think
okay. So why is that a stickler?
well, what I believe it is, people don't want the full history of what's happened in this country to be taught. And, we were taught what happened in American history when we were growing up, and it wasn't edited, and, it didn't affect us to where we got angry or anything. Or, I guess they're saying that critical race theory makes the white students feel, I don't know, makes them feel bad about themselves listening to the history of institutional racism. I mean, people want to pretend like institutional racism doesn't exist. And I think that's the ones that get offended by it and don't want to be taught. But at the same time, these been taught in schools to young children. Can they really understand these concepts? It has to be taught to people that can understand the concepts, because you can, teach something, but if it's going over somebody's head, I mean, when is critical race theory being taught? Is it
That's
taught
what
in
I was about to
elementary
say.
school?
That's
Is
what
it
I was
taught
about
in high school
No,
or college?
it's not. What? You looking at what graduate level, maybe?
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't know, man. It just seemed like it came out of nowhere. I mean, so it's like who first put it out there? That's definitely something to research on. Like, who put
It's
that
these
out
wedge
there?
issues because, like, when Trump was running, he ran on the whole border wall thing. When President Bush was running, President George W. Bush was running, the wedge issue was gay marriage. There's always a wedge issue that gives a signal to a certain part of society, and that's the issue that comes up. Do you want critical race theory being taught? And
When did this
I don't
come
see
up?
I don't understand.
Have you received the email about this?
No, I haven't received the Miralago email.
It could be. I don't know. Have you?
No.
I don't know, man. Okay, so we know that elections are coming, and that's the reason why I want to bring up these points, because it's like we already know they're going to bring up CRT. We already know they're going to put on quote unquote woke. Who uses that term anyway nowadays?
DeSantis.
That's,
DeSantis going against the woke
when the last time you
politicians.
heard the brothers and sisters talk about being woke? When have you heard about that?
That's a tag that gets put on people from society
And
saying something's woke. And what is woke? I mean, if you're conscious about something, are you woke? If you're talking about social injustice and you want equality for people, are you woke? I mean, I don't really understand the whole quotient that conservatives saying using the whole thing woke.
yeah, I don't get it either. So we already discussed. Here's the certain items they're gonna bring up constantly, people, while these races are going on. We're gonna hear a whole lot about CRT,
Rising
the
crime.
woke consciousness. We're gonna hear about a whole lot about crime. We seen that turn up beginning of the year.
Gas
And
prices.
now it seems like every week is somebody big. I mean, or they're taking somebody down where they can see faces and pictures. Meaning, hey, you gotta be careful with them. You know what I'm saying? The crime. Also, once again, I always gonna bring up the gas pricing. That's always gonna be there too. Knowing you're just coming out of a pandemic. Um, obviously, the inflation. Obviously, the war. But that's going to be somehow Democrats fight. Democrats controlling support, supposedly, always like to bring the president. The president has nothing to do with gas or oil gouging. Then there's always going to be the last one that I wanted to bring up was what was the last one I'm gonna bring up? Just slipped my mind. That we're going to you got the gas, and then going to be obviously the voting is going to be crazy. We're going to start hearing about, Trump, he lost the vote. Won the vote. We'll hear about
What?
that. Yeah. You already know these plays, man.
Trump lost?
You already know these.
Trump lost.
Hey, man, you already know these plays, man.
Don't say that. Trump didn't lose. Did you see him on Piers Morgan? He didn't lose.
Oh, Piers Morgan. He's an Arsenal fan. Damn, they whooped our ass, man. 4-2. Anyway, I didn't want to bring that up.
Abramovich had something to do with that.
I was going to say something, but something slipped my mind, man. I couldn't think of it as far as these issues that we're going to see. Damn it. I'll bring it back up. But then, to me, it's like, okay, what's the narrative under that? What's the narrative under CRT Black? What's the narrative under woke Black? What's the narrative under crime Black? Gas, I don't know. I don't know about that one. That's what it was. That's what that's what I was going to bring up. Guns, because all these unrestricted. Now you don't have no permits in some of these states. Nothing. You can just walk around with a loaded gun. Just so gun issues, and then that's always what's the narrative under the guns?
Well, the thing about the places with the most restrictive gun laws have the highest crime. They got very restrictive gun laws in Chicago, and I don't think that helps reduce the crime. There's other factors that contribute to it. What restrictive gun laws take the guns out of the hands of people that get it on the black market? Because you could take it out of the hands of somebody that's going to get a gun legally, but people who already get guns illegally, how is that hindering them? Or is a person without protection for themselves, if they're living in a place with restrictive gun laws, with somebody that is restricted by those gun laws? So, there should be same gun laws, because not everybody should have access to weapons. If you got...
we already see when things open back up, now you see all these mass shootings. It can't be the same, right?
Yeah. But with the mass shootings, you can't stop insanity. You can't come out with any legislation that's going to stop somebody's insanity, because if they don't use a gun, they'll come up with something like bombs or some insane kind of way. I remember my friend told me that when he was in high school one time, some dude was trying to plot to blow up the gymnasium while all the students was in there. And when he was walking, the stuff that he was trying to mix to blow up blew up in front of him, and it killed him. So he was trying to invent a mixture to blow up some students at a high school.
He was a terrible chemist, obviously.
So you can't legislate insanity.
He was in. But all I'm saying is, why? I do understand. We just so gung ho on guns, and half these people don't even need them.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's a reality that we have here, and it's one of the rights. What they say, gun rights is not to protect us from criminals, but to protect us from the tyranny of oppressive governments. That's how they use it as a law that you have the right to bear arms to protect yourself from the tyranny of a oppressive government. But that's not how it's used. Not in our modern times. I mean, but it's something it's something of great concern, gun control laws. But we got to go about it in the same way because no matter what gun control laws, you can't legislate sanity or
All,
somebody's mental stability.
all I'm saying is, for different machinery operation, you got to have a license, right? You got to have a license.
Yeah,
Drive a car, you have to have a license. Want to get a motorcycle, you got to have a license. Want to get out behind a big rig or something like that, you got to have a license. If you some even other job careers, you got to get a license. Programming license. So you got to fall in line. No, you can't stop everything. I mean, shit, everything's not 100%, proven where there's no slippage. I mean, hell, humans involved. There's gonna be some errors. However, everybody just can't be out here wilding out, yo. Because who sees the backdrop of that? Us. But I don't know, man. I put it on the same level as far as money equality, right? There's never gonna be equality. Never. Same with gun control. There's never gonna be good gun control. Cause why? Kill the brutes. No humans involved. We've heard those sayings before. It's a mechanism, right? I don't
yeah.
know, man. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, man, just blew my mind off those ISIS papers. Blew my mind. Because it's like, okay, what's the equalizer? The bang bang.
The great equalizer.
And who they trying to equalize with the bang bang? Us, because of
Who?
why? Us. Think about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
see
why
it.
they increased the size of bullets.
So,
That's the
so
that's the actual truth. In the
hey,
same year, that they what was it? They criminalized cocaine. They said there was superhuman black men in the South and taking cocaine and raping white women. So we have to increase the size of the bullets to take out these superpowered black men high off of cocaine.
yeah, and
So
then
the
yeah,
the
and
police
then back in the
officers
day,
increased the
and
size of the bullets.
then back in the day, they had it. Hey, every free man gets a gun, except for the brothers, except for the brothers and
Yeah.
sisters. Everybody get a gun, except for the brothers and sisters.
The first gun laws were designed to take guns out of the hands of the former slaves. That was the first gun laws in America.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the system is crazy. However, we got to finesse it better. You know, I think we start. I want to start using um, restructure instead of defunding. I'm gonna start using restructure over
Yeah.
defunding because quiet as kept. A lot of these major cities have gotten a boost on the police budget. After we're out here crying, citizens here, people don't even federalize. We're citizens too. We pay taxes. When there's a certain portion of the population saying, "Hey, can you stop killing us? Can you stop it?
Please, we pay your taxes.
Yeah." So, hey, we got to finesse it more. Hey, I don't know. I'm just saying. I think we should say restructure the police because obviously, when we say defund, that's another thing. Another bulletin board.
And
When
that
they say
defund the
when they
police
say
sounds the
defund, what they
same when
look,
you say it.
what they looking at, huh?
I won't lie. The defund the police sounds the same when you say it. I
What do you mean?
mean,
Defund sounds the same.
It
Restructure.
sounds the same when said.
Restructure.
Now, it's better to restructure because when you say
Restructure
defund
sounds the
police,
same as the. So we can't say nothing then, right? I mean,
no,
what's
you can
another
say
word?
restructure sounds 20 times better than defund.
Yes, it makes nerve. It's okay. We defund. I mean, you got loose brothers and sisters out here running loose. That's what they're thinking. That's what. That. Come on. I mean,
The inmates running the asylum, but some places are facing a higher crime. So you got to restructure the police department, not defund it. Because for every bad officer,
but we got.
there's
Yeah, I
officers
got to
out
look
there
at that.
doing the job.
I got to look at that too because it's too many people saying that something is not the same. I mean, but something ain't the same. I got to look into that. I was meaning to do that too because I'm sitting here like. I don't know. Everybody's saying the same thing. That's when I start questioning shit. It's like, has it really risen? I mean, are you saying that is it back to the pre-pandemic levels? I mean,
Well, the thing is, there will be a rise in crime from pandemic levels because the crime was so low at that time. So if somebody's saying that crime has risen 30% and there was like 10 people that died that year, if there's 50 people that died, that's a dramatic rise. I'm not sure if it's back to 1991 or early 90s levels of murder, but in some places I heard that some crime rates are up to historic highs. But that's one thing that they're going to tag on because you got to have the wedge issues in order to get back in power. And the thing is, no matter what we do,
hold up, is that what y'all say? The wedge issues.
yeah,
that's what y'all say the wedge issues.
Wedge issues.
Okay.
And wedge issues are used for both parties.
Oh no! We're talking about y'all. We're talking about y'all.
No, we just use honesty. Liberals just use in the minds of the American people. The minds of the American people, damn it. The patriotic, hardworking Americans. They go to work with the lunch pails and keep their head down and don't ask for rights and social justice and stuff like that. That's how you make it in America. Don't ask for no rights. Don't ask for no social justice. Just keep your head down and take that lunch pail and that thermos. You work hard, damn it. Damn, that was a conservative commercial out this world.
Yeah, that was. That was.
I'm gonna go campaign in Utah right now. So what about the liberals? What's Drowsy Joe's plan?
Drowsy Joe's plan is still playing in the middle of the fence. He's trying to cater to the cats who don't even understand the language we're talking about. He's playing on the fence.
What's Invisible Kamala doing?
Trying to appease everybody, huh? But
what's Invisible Kamala doing?
Get the George Floyd bill passed. Then we might be like, okay, you might be okay in the better light now, but he's just getting this little pat on the back shit done. We ain't asked for no Juneteenth holiday. We asked for the George Floyd bill. We're like, where does this one come from? So they can make
Juneteenth
money. So these
should
companies
only
can
be
make money. So these companies can make money. What?
Juneteenth should only be celebrated in Texas because y'all were already free. I'm a Texan. Y'all already free 2 years ahead of time. So that's us.
On top of that, they still ain't saying that we still get attacked, get assaulted still by everybody. Black still number one out here getting assaulted.
From hate crimes?
But it's like, huh?
For the hate crimes?
Hate crime, all that. Still number one. Still.
And where is Drowsy Joe and what I just heard today? They said Puerto Rico can't get any government assistance. I mean, not government assistance, but they're not eligible for government aid.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing in regards to Puerto Rico? They have terrible hurricanes and we throw them some paper towels or something like that.
Yeah.
And let the grid stay off for months at a time.
It's no different from anything else, man. I mean, that's a darker hue over there. It's a darker hue over there. So we're going to take their money, tax them, but you ain't going to get no rights because we give you rights, we give you representation. We thinking that's more democratic votes. So no, we can't let them We can't let them join the union because it's a darker hue over there. They're more likely going to be Democrats. It's like D.C. Why don't they get their citizenship? Why? They're in the motherfucking Capitol.
Oh yeah.
Telling me they deserve some senators, House speakers, or House delegates. Come on. They should get statehood. They can be both, right? Can they be both a district and a state? Or no?
Well, I don't know. It's just Washington is so small. DC's like the size of Anaheim and Irvine put together, and that's about it. You can drive to DC in about 5 minutes.
That's some people there, though.
But they do deserve statehood. If you're the capital of the U.S., you definitely deserve statehood.
Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, man. Come on.
Or representation, that is.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy, man.
Or make it a tax-free zone. If you have no representation, then you shouldn't have to pay taxes. Because if you're going to pay taxes but with no representation, what's the point?
Yeah. Exactly.
Isn't it supposed to be to pay for government services?
I don't know. They need to pay for something. And I think you should pay for something, too, if you're going through some mental health issues. Get checked out. Definitely, black males. Listen up. Listen up, brothers. And sisters, too. It's not a sign of weakness if you out there saying you need some help mentally. It's not a sign of weakness. If anything, that's strength. Your vulnerability is strength. And with that in mind, always tune in, register, call, go to the site, Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services.
The B-Side podcast is sponsored by Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services. Has this pandemic and our current state of the world taken a toll on you? Are you enjoying life? Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services are here to help. We provide services from individual counseling, family counseling, life coaching and anger management to domestic violence. Our goal is to improve the lives of individuals and families by having a safe place to speak up, speak out, and live. Ask about our 30-minute consultation trial session. Whether you are insured or not, we have an installment payment option. Contact us at marcelconsulting.com at 909-323-7100. Remember to speak up, speak out, and live. marcelconsulting.com.
Yes, get checked out, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't even talk. Specifically, go to Marcel Consulting and Mental Health Services. Shout out to the Martina Sellers and crew out there. Anyway, my man, I couldn't bring up these things, right? So I'm tripping off of this. I can't bring it up on screen. I wanted to. I think my internet's tripping. But anyhow, I said I wanted to bring up the new. But anyhow, there's this brother I'll be listening to. I'm sure you might know of him. His name is Malcolm Nance. He was a MSNBC local, not to say local, he's an MSNBC contributor. He was more so, behind the intelligence aspects of military. Well, this brother went over there and joined the war on the Ukrainian side. The army at the president set aside, like, hey, if you guys want to come in and help fight, hey, we're going to have a special division. He went over
Vladimir Zelensky.
Yeah, he went over there and did it. he got a post up there, man. He geared up, got his ready to go. He said, man,
that's how you do it.
Back. He's like, it's time to take action, man. Time to take action. It's a brother, by the way.
And that's brave and that's commendable. And just think of it. You see all these people like, what is it, the Klitschko brothers? Because Vitaly Klitschko is a mayor over in Kiev. You see a lot of these athletes suiting up and fighting for the country. And it makes me question, if it were to come over here, if somebody was invading us, how many of us will fight for our country? Especially many of the successful people, because they've got successful Ukrainians putting their life on the line to defend their country. Will we do the same if something happened to us like that?
Hey, man, we got a lot of guns over here, man.
A lot.
You know what I mean? I think we got enough crazy cats. I shouldn't even say crazy cats. I think we got enough cats to be like, oh, no, you're not coming over here.
Oh, yeah. I think Arizona would take him out just alone.
I'm just saying, man. Man, these some cats ready.
all the guns in Arizona would take him out just alone.
Maybe talking about you coming up in here. Cats is like they already got their whole they war rooms, everything. Bunkers.
They got the helicopter gun from Predator. The Jesse Ventura was shooting.
Hey man, I commend him, man. I commend him because it's like okay, he knows, he be breaking shit down, but he's like, man, I'm seeing what's going on. I need to join. Hey, I commend him, man, and everybody else who fighting, for that, So yeah. Shout out to my man Malcolm Nance, man. Good dude.
Yes.
So far, what I read up on him and hear him on different panels and things like that. But he was like, talk is cheap. And this is older brother too. This ain't no youngster.
Dang.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's somebody's dad, granddad. So shout out to my man Malcolm.
Because definitely what's going over there is definitely an atrocity. What did they say? What is it, Mariupol, that Putin is storming right now? And he's just reduced that town to a bombed out ghost town. Yeah. And he's threatening to launch he has a Satan II rocket, which is the largest nuclear bomb in the world. It's called the Satan II rocket. And they said they had somebody on state media over in Russia today. They were joking about bombing New York, and the newscaster was giggling uncontrollably. And they had people in Putin's administration that said maybe they should drop a bomb over in Arizona just to send a signal to America. Where they test bombs or something like that. They wanted to drop it in that area. So this is a pretty critical situation. And what's going on over in Ukraine has a lot of consequences for what goes on in the world the next couple of years, because this could possibly balloon into something more serious.
I mean, we see the countries on the border. They're talking about increasing their military defenses and also joining NATO. So you're hearing a lot of those countries over there because they're like, hell, that's our neighbor. We already see what he's trying to do. So hey, man, hey, gotta fight for what you believe in. Gotta fight for what you believe in. And then everybody, if you want to support the B-Side Podcast, you can always go to Cash App, $ Robert Sellers. You can go to Venmo, Robert/Seller/4. Also PayPal. Go to BB Sells. Hey, trying to give it to you. Like I said, we're going to give you and bring you barbershop talk in your living room. But hey, all of us can use a little support now and then. So hey, if you want to support the B-Side Podcast, hey, follow through. Like I said, we're on there. Cash App, Venmo, and B-Sales. And also shout out there to the music right there by Andre Glenn Rock. What up there? What up there, Dre? Anyway, yeah, man. Had to get that out there, man. Got to be paying attention to some things, man. Anything you want to say, man, before we pull up out of here, man? Thank you for, giving your time up, man. Hour up, see what's good. Thanks again, my man.
Thank you.
Teddy Roosevelt. Anything that you need to get off of, your chest, you need to say anything before we get up out of here, man?
I just want to say this is a shout out to everybody in America. Stop fucking with Mike Tyson. The dude's almost 60, but he'll still whoop you to the hospital. That's what somebody found out on a JetBlue flight today. Stop fucking with Mike Tyson. The last thing to go on a boxer is power. This man will still hospitalize you. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, man, before we... No, I'm joking. Hey, man, give us the handle, man, where people can find you at, man. Give us your handle.
All right. If you go on Instagram, look up Midnight Moore, MOOR, like those black people that used to be over in Europe from 7-Eleven to 1492.
Oh, say it again.
7-Eleven to 1492. So that convenience store to the time of Columbus. And if you go on Facebook, look up the coolest motherfucker that ever existed, and I'll pop up automatically. Like that's just automatically. But look up Gary Combs. And one day I'll find out what I am on Twitter. I'll find out my handles on Twitter because I only go on there like once every 2 years.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Hey, man, definitely, man. Always check my man Gary out. Funny dude. Hey, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. You can always go to the B-Side Podcast Q on IG. You can check out, we got gear, obviously, caps, T-shirts, some other merchandise. You can all go Alec Roberts. You can also go to alecroberts.com, check out the site. And, hey, if you just want to check me out, you can just go to AR Sales 2 on IG. AR Sales 2 on IG. But, hey, thanks for tuning in. Jeezy. Wrong one again. But, hey, we going to get to it, y'all. Hey, I guess I would say, see y'all till next time. Peace, peace, peace.